Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Genshin Impact, where it's nighttime and we are going to be doing the last part of the event of the Unreconciled Stars. In part 2, I was able to grind out all the meteorite shards I needed to get all the items, but the fragments. I did not buy any of the fragments as I do not need them right now. I might regret it, but I chose not to buy them. So let's get to it into part 3.
Hi, Mona! Thanks to you, we've managed to get rid of loads and loads of meteorites!
We sure did. Took a long time.
Ah, good timing! There's something I need you to do.
Oh no.
Remember how I was saying that the meteorites belong to someone's constellation? Theoretically, it's not possible for stars that are goodness knows how many light years away to suddenly turn into meteors and fall out of the sky. But, however
Just a cool hat.
paradoxical it may be, this is the reality. If we want to get to the bottom of this, the best way is to find out whose constellation it was. Based on what you've told me, it seems that all victims of the meteorites fell into a deep sleep, and all of them dreamed of a snowy mountain.
Okay, someone who likes to go to sleep?
Now, we may not know which mountain this was, but we can safely assume that it's not Dragonspine. Otherwise, someone would have recognized it, right?
That's so true.
Did everyone definitely have the same dream? And where exactly were they in the dream? These are the questions that we need answers to. I need you to find out more details about the sleeper's dreams. The more information we have, the closer we can get to the truth.
Seems we should head somewhere with lots of people around.
In the towns, I'm guessing?
That way,
Right?
we should be able to find more victims to question.
I need to stay in an undisturbed environment, so I will leave the investigating to you.
Is there anywhere that we haven't been to yet?
There is Chinksa village in Liyue, although it does not usually match your suggestion of somewhere with lots of people around. That said, I suspect that the Millilith will have turned that area into a site where victims can receive medical attention, much as they did at
Oz is so
Wangshu Inn.
smart.
Hello!
Hello.
We're from the Adventurers Guild. Can you tell us if Chinksa village has been affected by the meteorite strike?
Adventurers! Perfect. I was beginning to despair at the lack of helpers.
Oh my goodness, what's
These
happened?
meteorite strikes have been going on for days now.
Cool.
Don't even get me started on how much trouble it's caused.
I see no destruction.
If one lands in a field, no one dares to go and harvest the crops. And if one lands at the entrance, access is a complete nightmare. Do you have any ideas on how to safely dispose of them? They're just making everything impossible.
May have an idea or two.
Guess we'd better help this guy out.
Income!
Dodge this!
Oh, reveal thyself! Let's dance!
Woo! Alright.
Done
Alright,
and
mister.
dusted.
They're both in a field.
Wonderful. Oh, what a huge help.
You're welcome.
Have any of the victims woken since the start of the incident?
Oh, I wouldn't know. You're better off just taking a look for yourself.
Oh, it's gonna make us walk even more. Hello.
Mortal,
Looks
thou
asleep.
also descended into the realm of suffering?
Same situation that we've seen in other places, too. Hey there, has this guy woken up at any point?
No, he has said a few things in his sleep, though.
Mountains.
What kind of things?
So cold, can't go on, things like that.
Somewhere cold, up in the mountains. Where could it be?
The new region?
Hey, has this guy woken up at any point?
I wonder if you could take a seat while guarding.
Not so far.
Oh,
Okay, has he said anything in his sleep?
Now that you mention it, yesterday he suddenly
So
cried
high,
out.
so cold.
High. Who knows what he was dreaming about?
How high? High as a snowy mountain peak, maybe?
A wicked mountain. Its frozen peak looming high. Home to a malevolent power.
Someone with strong power.
Let's talk to that guy over there, Net. Hello.
Whew.
Have any of the victims woken up?
Why was your camp so far from the others?
Funny you should ask. Gal the Six literally just woke up.
All right. We're gonna go talk to him.
That's fine, but he's only just awoken and is still very weak.
Start yelling in
If
his
you
face.
must question him, please be gentle.
Greetings, you who have suffered and lived to tell the tale. Your sovereign shall question you now.
Food. Need food.
Answers first.
Are you okay? Sounds like you're starving.
I need home.
I
Home
cook home
cooking.
food.
Home cooking from Chinksa Village? Well, that can only mean one thing. Farmer food.
You're
That's
lucky I
brought
had
me
some.
back from the brink, that has.
Did you have a dream while you were sleeping?
Only the most exhausting dream of my whole life.
Oh,
Really?
explain it, please.
Why? What happened?
Well, sort of. Up a snowy mountain, to be precise. It was huge, and it was freezing cold. The moment I fell asleep, I was standing at the foot of the mountain.
Oh,
What were you doing there?
I'm not sure. It's like I was possessed.
I don't want to
I
climb
was
a mountain
consumed
either.
by the idea of climbing up the mountain and trying to reach the summit.
Was there something special at the summit? Or...
Who knows? Honestly, it's like I became a completely different person in my dream. Don't ask me why. I have no idea.
Why is that?
It's hard to describe. It's like I was being controlled,
It's like
as
a
if
puppet.
somebody else put the idea of climbing the mountain
Oh,
into my
never
head.
mind.
I know how crazy that sounds, but
An intruder trespassed in the dark recesses of your soul?
An idea not autonomously generated by the individual, but that appeared within the subconscious. Yes, the signs do indeed point towards mind control.
all the other victims we've met have talked about being cold and needing to rest. Were they all climbing the mountain too?
Sounds like it, Paimon.
Paimon doesn't even want to think about it. We need to update Mona on all of this.
Alright.
Mona!
What you looking at?
We found some stuff out.
An ice-capped mountain looms over the world from far above the clouds. That is the place from which this burgeoning darkness proceeds.
Ice-capped mountain. Is that all?
They're all ice-capped mountains.
It's a really, really high mountain that no one's ever seen before, and it's super cold up there. The sleepers are forced to try and climb to the summit, but they don't know why.
Climb the mountain to the summit. What sort of person would wish to reach the summit of that mountain?
Something's up there.
And how is their desire strong enough to exert an influence on others?
Perchance some poor soul lies there, buried in the snow, hounded to death on the mountain.
That's horrible. Freezing to death?
Or some intrepid explorer was exceptionally keen to conquer that particular mountain.
I'll do another reading.
Oh, I thought she had it. She's got it. Right? Nope.
Aha! I see something here.
Leonard?
It's a little vague, but I think I can get his name. Ah, yes. Leonard.
Wow, that was fast.
Well, in case you'd forgotten, I am a genius.
Leonard. Paimon's never heard that name before.
Not trustworthy.
Sounds interesting. Mind if I join you?
What ho? We meet again,
Who is
Vagrant
this?
Inazuma. My retinue and I were just...
I knew it. He's probably one of them.
The first time the Millilith were present, I had to forego the chance to strike down Mondstadt's savior. This time was a perfect moment. I was mere seconds
What number
away.
is he? 5? Ooh, 6.
But who was that mage? She could not have known who I am.
Why are they all look
Perhaps
so
her
cool?
powers revealed to her things unseen. Soldiers!
Sir!
Find them, and when you do,
That's not us.
another one?
My lord! It's happening again. This is the largest one we've seen so far.
Oh my goodness.
They just keep coming. But so be it. Move out.
Do we gotta
Change
fight
of
him?
plan. Your prior objective remains in force. Continue to research the meteorites.
My lord, leave them to us. We will make short work of them.
Are you deaf or just stupid? When did I give you the right to issue your own orders?
Look at the evil in his eyes.
My apologies, my lord.
Now move out and complete your objectives as assigned.
If we defeat him, can we have his hat? I would like that hat.
That man was a Fatui harbinger. That was too close. How did you manage to get caught up with a guy like him?
By mistake?
A Fatui harbinger? Why, their wickedness knows no bounds.
Whatever he was planning to do, he was heading straight for you.
Maybe he likes
And
us.
he's an extremely powerful individual. I sensed it the moment I looked at him. He's far more powerful than you'd imagine, as much as it pains me to admit it.
Surely his power cannot match that of the astrological genius of the century.
I never said that. His strength may exceed mine by a hair's breadth.
That's
But
still a
in
lot.
astrology alone, he doesn't come close.
This reminds Paimon of something. We ran into some Fatui at Wangshuin too. What interest could the Fatui have in the meteorites?
They must be plotting something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Oh, the Fatui are the ones who caused the meteor shower in the first place. Was that it?
Paimon, that was my line. Get your own.
Sorry. Paimon's mouth just works so much faster than everyone else's.
No comment there.
Yeah. Where'd they get the power to pull stars out of the sky?
That is amazing. Raining down stars.
Osvaldo Hafnavines? What is thy opinion?
I think that anything is possible, main Fräulein.
So long as they can afford to pay the price, they will never stop sowing their seeds of destruction across the land. Fatui, your sin shall not go unremembered.
I also believe that miracles can happen.
Astral Emissary, you have performed admirably
worries,
as a
they
member
have
of my
us, right?
retinue. I will dispatch my forces to protect you, and they will ensure that the encroaching darkness shall bring you no harm.
She means me.
No need. Paimon thinks that our current lineup works just fine. No need to fix it if it ain't broke.
You underestimate me, Fischl. I'm far stronger than you seem to think.
Main Fräulein trusts no one more than yourself, my lady. She is simply concerned for your well-being.
Best friends now.
There's
Best
really
friends.
no need. In any case, you're in a much more perilous position than I am. If anything, you need my protection.
They're both good people. Since she's in our party, let's say her.
Naturally.
For now, we must deal with the new threat. My astrolabe tells me that a new meteorite has landed.
What's gonna
and it's
happen
the
in this
biggest
one?
yet.
It's
This is the
huge.
one.
Oh,
I sense an unprecedented amount of elemental
Won't it
energy
make the
within.
radius huge for people to go to sleep?
The very heart of darkness descends upon the world.
What do the Fatui want with this? Is it the elemental power?
Always power.
It's possible. But if that were the case, other life forms would surely be drawn to the meteorite's energy too.
Alright everyone, before we start we gotta match the bottom and top. There we go. Wonder why it didn't lock on. Ho ho.
Huh? Is Fischl waiting for us?
The time has finally come. Though it brings main Fräulein no joy to do so, there is something she must announce to the assembled populace.
My loyal servants, one must bid you adieu till such time as I beckon you once more. Though we have faced many trials and tribulations together, you have all shown commendable courage in the course of duty. I feel a breeze now blows upon this place, and I feel that it blows in your honor.
What? You're just gonna bail on us?
Oh my goodness. She's
With
leaving
the
our party,
arrival
everyone.
of this giant meteorite, many more people have succumbed to the slumber. Strong as the soldiers may be, they are struggling to cope. And there is demand for volunteers everywhere we turn. Main Fräulein and I shall tend to the victims on the soldiers' behalf. The rest of this investigation we place in your capable hands.
Goodbye. You are a good listener. I enjoy chatting with you.
Why, thank you.
To be honest, most of the other adventurers in the guild only ever talk to me when they want to hear Oz's reconnaissance reports. This little journey we had, it was a great adventure. I'm just sorry that it has to end so abruptly.
looking a little weirder than you normally do.
Oh. Yikes! What am I doing? I totally broke form.
What mein Fräulein means to say is that the mystical mysteries that vex and perplex are bound to be effortlessly extinguished by the advent of your commendable courage and wondrous wisdom.
And now Asian is the one that sounds all kooky.
What is going on here?
Mein Fräulein simply wishes to say that she has every confidence that you will arrive at the truth of this matter.
Ahem. Most indeed. My dear attendants, I hereby charge the Ritter der Verurteilung with leading you out from the darkness, back into the realm of light.
Who are you calling your attendant?
We will meet again. Once this matter is concluded, I propose that we all get a drink together.
Well, now we're 2 people short.
We're not so short, right?
Up about that, the good news is I found something else out. I shaved some dust off the meteorite and used it to do another reading. It was actually really effective. These rocks have been around for hundreds, maybe even thousands of years. Leonard must have lived a very long time ago.
Leonard.
The meteorites carry
Who is
his will
Leonard?
and can pass it on to others. In other words, centuries on from Leonard's life, and the strength of his will is not diminished one bit. A guy from the distant past with a burning ambition to scale the highest mountain. I'd be willing to bet that he was an adventurer. Just like you.
An adventurer? That does explain his obsession with mountain climbing.
Our approach so far has been too passive, and time has been against us every step of the way. We need to change our strategy, and we need to attack this problem at its source.
Paimon agrees. From now on, we need to put Leonard at the center of everything we do.
Yes, because if the meteorites carry Leonard's will with them, then it's precisely as Fischl said. The rocks are, in a sense, a curse. I'm a little incredulous, but it turns out her blind guess was actually spot on. No, I'm a respectable astrologist, and I shouldn't stoop to that kind of criticism. Anyway, all we need to do now is remove the curse.
Okie dokie. Since we've got a historical adventurer on our hands, Paimon thinks we should pay a visit to the Adventurers Guild.
Our records show that there have been many adventurers by that name over the years. It is impossible to know which one you refer to. However, I do recall that there is a book in the library authored by someone called Leonard. Perhaps you should take a look?
Author Leonard. Where are you, Leonard? Aha! Gotcha! The index says that Leonard's book should be in the northwest corner on the top floor of the library. Northwest corner. Should be right over there. Found it! Of Mountains and Seas, a guide for adventurers written by Leonard. But the words have faded, and there are even pages missing. Paimon's got no hope of reading this. Darn. Maybe we're just wasting our time on this one. Oh, right! Yeah, Mona! She might have a better idea. Look what we found! Leonard wrote a book!
Ooh, let me see. I could have predicted as much. Your average astrologist would definitely give up at this point. But I am Mona, progenitor of the future of astrology. Nothing can stand in my way. I simply need to deduce the missing portions with my astrolabe, write them in, and then decipher the text. Finished at last.
So what does it say?
Just as I thought. Leonard was an
Oh my
adventurer who lived
goodness.
2,000 years ago. His lifelong dream was to reach the summit of a mountain called Pylos Peak.
Is that the new area?
2,000 years? So the constellation that caused the meteorites is from 2,000 years ago?
Somehow, for some reason, this constellation was summoned down from the sky. I suspect that the Fatui have something to do with that part.
Paimon thinks so too. Whenever something shady happens, you can bet the Fatui are involved.
The meteorites harbor elemental energy, which radiates out and lulls people to sleep by some means akin to hypnosis. And if I'm guessing correctly, there should be some sort of core meteorite among the bunch, within which is a crystal that harbors Leonard's spirit. Well, if I were Leonard, I would want to make sure the core lands right on the snowy summit that I never made it to while I was alive.
So the core should be at the top of Pylos Peak? Where is that? Paimon's never heard of it before.
It's the first I'd heard of it too. So I compared the map from the book against the current topography of Mondstadt. Apparently, Pylos Peak no longer exists.
What? Someone just destroyed it?
Are you trying to say that the tallest mountain Paimon's never heard of just disappeared?
I once read somewhere that the Animo Archon, Barbados, once used his divine power to mobilize the winds and blow the ice and snow from the face of the earth. The whole landscape of Mondstadt was changed in the process. The mountains of that age were replaced by the vast stretch of ocean we see today. Still, a mountain that high, drop it into the ocean and it'll still leave a trace. The summit still reaches just above the water's surface. So the place known as Pylos Peak in Leonard's day is today known as Musk Reef.
We have been there. Alright, we are at Musk Reef, a crescent moon reef. This was the tallest mountain? Oh my goodness. What does this guy want?
Oh. So, this is Pylos Peak. Not much to show for itself now, eh?
Looks like someone beat us here. Is this like a popular tourist spot, or...
Boss fight.
Ah, it's you!
Huh? You again.
Hello.
Look at the state he's in. Was he in that dream just now?
He managed to extricate himself from the dream on his own strength? How is that possible?
Just because you are powerless to do something does not mean that I am.
Look at those evil
You're
eyes.
too late anyway. I finished my research.
We knew it! This was all a dirty trick by the Fatui!
Save it! No more fun and games for me today.
What?
I'll come for you when I'm good and ready.
We're ready to fight.
You entered the dream they've all been having, didn't you? How much do you know about Leonard?
Leonard? Who's Leonard? Whatever. I have bigger fish to fry.
Whoa, he's frying some fish. Oh
I've
my
discovered
goodness.
something far more important and far more terrifying.
What?
He's not gonna tell
The
us.
stars, the sky.
Oh, he
It's
is.
all a gigantic hoax.
The stars are a lie. What are you talking about?
Is this some kind of astrological debate between you and Mona? Because if so, surely you can come up with a better argument than the stars are a lie.
That's true.
Seriously, who's gonna fall for that one when you can just lift your head up at night and see them up there twinkling away?
We are not in a real world.
You are so naive, it kills me. Still, can't really blame you. After all, I used to believe the same thing myself. Up until a few moments ago, that is.
What's in
A
that?
few moments ago. You mean...
Look, I really don't have the time to do this right now.
You're the one talking to us.
What was the jester thinking? He must have had some inkling of what we might discover on this mission. Would it really have been so difficult to give me a little forewarning? Or maybe he just wanted to give me a fright. Time for me to go out and find the truth. So long, suckers.
Bye.
Oh, can you believe that guy? He calls us suckers and then he just trots off.
Hey, who are these?
Disrespects me. No one. Ugh. Time to show them what you get when you cross world-class genius with pure, unadulterated rage.
Wow, you fought so fiercely.
Told you. That's what happens when you disrespect me. You bet I am. Paimon, you agree too, right? Did I show those Fatui who's boss or what?
Sure did. Without you here, those guys would have caused us a whole lot more trouble.
See? How do you like that, Harbinger? Scumbag. He seemed genuinely shaken, though. I don't think he was lying. I was always taught to talk about the false sky during astrological readings. Could there be more to such phrases than I have been led to believe?
Probably.
I digress. Come on, let's finish the job we came to do.
Let's figure out what this is.
Whoa, this must be the core. It looks totally different from all the other meteorites. It's way more shiny.
This stone harbors an unbelievable amount of elemental energy and human desire.
Can we touch it?
It's the core, all right? Yes.
Oh.
Otherwise, the victims will never wake up. This core is the root cause of everything that has happened.
Do it.
With ropes, we can scale mountains. With boats, we can sail the seas. By age 40, I had conquered every last domain. Pylos Peak alone defeated me. As an adventurer, and well, maybe in other ways too. Now, I am approaching the end of my life. Many times I have sat and stared up at that peak as the boundless snow slowly engulfed me. It is a beast without weakness, the merciless face of the world. It fills me with fear. And when an adventurer loses courage, they can no longer climb mountains. My mountaineering days may be over, but I have a greater ambition now. Humans create tools to conquer nature, and when nature conquers them in return, they create better tools. Where our legs cannot take us, maybe our tools can. And when tools fail us, perhaps wings can carry us instead. My dear friend, I leave you my designs for the wings of incompletion. Against the unknown, humanity stands as one. To be alive is to seek, to set foot in every place that the eye can see. I have little time remaining, though the wind has not yet come for my soul. But between us and your children, students, and friends, I believe that someone will reach that place at last.
What happened?
Wow.
It disappeared.
Well, that was unexpected. Who would have thought that human will can survive in the skies for millennia on end? Astrology really is an incredible thing.
What makes you say that?
The ability to communicate with the stars can give you access to all the secrets from throughout human history. Though, of course, very few astrologists ever reach that level. What tone all of a sudden?
We are leaving.
And speaking of formal tone, what is the deal with that girl, Fischl? She's a curious one.
Paimon thinks so too. She's so... how to put this? Yeah. Although, if you think about it, seems she was right all along.
She's a genius.
Is she one of these people who uses the wrong method but still gets the right answer?
You may well be right.
Even so, Paimon thinks that the most surprising thing of all was how Pylos Peak turned into a teeny tiny little island.
A mountain of yesteryear now sits as an island in the sea. Almost anyone from Mondstadt could reach it now, just by jumping in a boat.
In other words, everyone can climb Pylos Peak now. Do you think Leonard would be happy about it? The situation with Pylos Peak might be a bit of a shock. But now, with the help of the Animal Archon, the people of Mondstadt are able to glide. With wings, people can travel further and higher than ever before and explore new and unknown places. The victims should finally start waking up now that we've dealt with the core. And we have finally finished our commission from the Adventurers Guild.
And that would do it for the event. Whoa, that event was awesome. I thought they were going to leave us with a cliffhanger, but they concluded with this last quest a few days after we finished the other one. Oh, so I did enjoy that quest event, the creator of wings. So thank you for joining me as we uncovered why the meteors fell and its purpose. Join me next time where we will be doing some character quests, so we are going to do those first. So until then, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye!